Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, a massive welcome to you. Whether you're here to level up your English skills or just curious about how well you really know the language, you're in the right place. I'm Henry, and today we're diving into a fun and exciting topic that's going to blow your mind. If you know these words, you speak English very well. But before we get started, let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered if your English vocabulary is good enough? Do you sometimes feel like you're stuck in the intermediate zone, unable to break through to that advanced level? Well, guess what? By the end of this video, you'll not only know some incredible words that'll make you sound like a pro, but you'll also feel more confident than ever in your English skills. So, are you ready to take your English to the next level? Let's dive in! First things first, let's talk about why vocabulary is so important. Think of your English skills as a toolbox. Grammar is the hammer, pronunciation is the screwdriver, but vocabulary is the entire set of tools that lets you build something amazing. The more words you know, the more precise, expressive, and powerful your communication becomes. But here's the thing. Native English speakers don't just use simple, basic words all the time. They sprinkle in advanced vocabulary, idioms, and expressions that make their language colorful and dynamic. And that's exactly what we're going to explore today. I'm going to share with you some words that, if you know them, prove you're not just good at English, you're great at it. All right, let's get into the good stuff. Here are some words that, if you know and use them correctly, show that you've mastered English. And don't worry, I'll explain each one so you can start using them right away. First is serendipity. This beautiful word means finding something good without looking for it. It's like when you stumble upon a great book or meet someone amazing by chance. For example, it was pure serendipity that I found this hidden cafe while walking through the city. Second is ephemeral. This word describes something that lasts for a very short time. Think of a rainbow, a sunset, or even a feeling of joy. For example, the beauty of the cherry blossoms is ephemeral, but it's worth every moment. Third is quintessential. This word means the perfect example of something. For example, she's the quintessential team player, always supportive and hardworking. Fourth is perplexed. If you're perplexed, you're completely confused or puzzled. For example, I was utterly perplexed by the instructions. They made no sense at all. Fifth is resilient. This word describes someone who can bounce back from tough situations. For example, despite all the challenges, she remained resilient and never gave up. Sixth, eloquence. This is the ability to speak or write in a clear, persuasive, and graceful way. For example, his eloquence during the BID speech moved everyone in the room. Seventh, mellifluous. This word describes a sound that's smooth and sweet to listen to, like a beautiful voice or a piece of music. For example, her mellifluous singing voice captivated the audience. Eighth, inevitable. This word means something that's certain to happen and cannot be avoided. For example, change is inevitable, so it's better to embrace it. 9 is ambiguous. If something is ambiguous, it's unclear or open to more than one interpretation. For example, the ending of the movie was so ambiguous that everyone had a different theory about what happened. 10th is ubiquitous. This word describes something that seems to be everywhere at once. For example, smartphones have become so ubiquitous that it's hard to imagine life without them. Now, knowing these words is one thing, but using them naturally in conversation is another. Here's a quick tip. Don't force them into every sentence. Instead, look for opportunities where they fit perfectly. For example, If you're talking about a happy accident, use serendipity. If you're describing someone who never gives up, call them resilient. The key is to make it sound natural, not like you're showing off. And remember, practice makes perfect. Try using one or two of these words in your conversations this week. You'll be amazed at how quickly they become part of your vocabulary. Here's the secret. Native speakers don't just use these words to sound smart. They use them because they're precise. Each of these words conveys a specific meaning that simpler words just can't capture. For example, instead of saying confused, you can say perplexed to show a deeper level of confusion. Instead of saying short-lived, you can say ephemeral to add a poetic touch. When you use these words correctly, you show that you don't just know English, you own it. And that's a huge confidence booster, isn't it? All right, here's your challenge. Pick 3 words from this video and use them in your conversations, writing, or even social media posts this week. Tag me or leave a comment below to let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear your examples. And if you're feeling extra ambitious, try learning one new word every day. By the end of the month, you'll have 30 new words in your vocabulary. How amazing is that? And there you have it, my friends. If you know these words, you're not just speaking English. You're speaking it very well. Remember, language learning is a journey, and every new word you learn is a step forward. So keep going, keep growing, and never stop challenging yourself. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who are also learning English. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our weekly tips and tricks to master English. Finally, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these words is your favorite? Are there any other advanced words you love using? Let me know in the comments below. Let's build a community of confident English speakers together. Thanks for watching, and remember, you're doing amazing. Keep going, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep shining, and keep speaking English like a pro. Bye for now.